Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Addison of Property Hunter Ghana. This video will be, I will try and make it as short as possible. The reason I'm doing the video is because a lot of people do call me and ask to give them the number of the contractors who build some of the houses that they see on my videos because they like the houses they see on the video. So I just want to show the work of one of the contractors I usually give to people. And if you are interested in building your own house and you want a very good contractor who will do a fantastic job for you, Mr. Salasi will do a fantastic job for you. So I just want to show you some of his works. I'll be showing you another work of his. That house is a 3-bedroom house too. I'll be showing you a work of his. And to some people, when they tell you they are contractors or they are into construction, you have to verify their works. And this guy I've seen, he is personally building my personal house for me. So if I recommend someone to you, it means it's somebody I trust that can do a fantastic job for you, because it's someone who is building my personal property for me. So you know that it's someone I have a lot of faith in. Okay, so with this house, it's a 3-bedroom house. I will enter the house and show you how the layout is like. But just to show you why you actually need a good architect and a contractor to do your construction. This house is on a 80 by 40 lot. So this is 80 by 40. Under normal circumstance, you realize that the land is not big enough. So when you see what is here, the space here is not big enough to take a lot of vehicles. But because the house is a 3-bedroom house, you probably need about 3 or 4 vehicles. So this area could take, outside on the compound, could take about 2 cars maximum. But what they are doing is, even though they are doing the septic tank almost in the middle of the compound, they will cover it in such a way that the car can move on it, or the cars can be parked on top of the septic tank. When they are done, you won't even realize that there's a septic tank here. They will do it very nicely so that you can park cars, and then this space will not be wasted. And what the architect did, which was fantastic, was to put in the garage in the house. So it's such that you could park about 3 cars in here. This is more like an open concept garage, and the master bedroom is on the top there. You see, they will have those they call them Rolls Royce lighting. Fantastic. It will look very, very nice. And when you look on I almost fell. When you look on the side there, you realize that there are some lighting strips that will be placed in there too. When the house is done, I'll come back to do a video. This house was for sale, but someone has bought it. When I do videos and the house is not fully completed, people do complain, Mr. Addison, why won't you wait for the house to be fully completed before you do the video? You realize that before the house is even completed, people are buying it. There are very few houses that you get to the completion stage that people are haven't yet bought. So sometimes you are forced to bring the house when it's not fully completed. But this will be the living area. And Salasi did a fantastic job here. When you look at the windows, very large. I like the walls are straight. Everything is in place. You have your TV hooks on the wall there already. And the tile works have been done. Neat tile works. You know, what some people fail to understand is that when you are building a house, you actually really, really need a qualified contractor or a certified contractor. Mr. Salasi is a fantastic contractor. I have seen a lot of his works, and I know he does fantastic work. Look at this. You know, there are small things I notice when I enter a house. You see this staircase. When you give it to most contractors, what they will do most likely is to put some pillar or something under this staircase somewhere. Most contractors will not be able to construct this staircase without putting some pillar or something under it to support it. But this guy, he's fantastic. He was able to do the staircase very nicely. You know, it was done very nicely. This will be the kitchen area. This will be the kitchen area, and that Rolls Royce lighting will be in the kitchen. This Rolls Royce lighting, I have gone to some places where they did it, and the light almost always goes off. Some of the bulbs will go off, and some will be coming on. If it's not done properly, I mean, you have a lot of problem with it. It's quite expensive. Some people ask me, Mr. Addison, why are the houses that expensive? You realize that the developers are now in competition, so everyone is doing something that is unique, that will bring customers to his property or to purchase his property. And some of these things can be very expensive. I mean, let me show you this Rolls-Royce lighting. This lighting alone, right, I think it costs about 9,000 cedis just for the lighting here. This small area alone costs about 9,000 cedis to do, and he's done about 3 of them in this house. So some people really don't understand. There are houses and there are houses. You know, someone comment on a recent video I did that Mr. Adi saying, why is a 2-bedroom house costing that much? You know, you can build a 2-bedroom house for far less, but when you enter into someone else's 2-bedroom, you realize that there's a difference. So Mr. Selassie, as I was saying, is someone who I usually recommend to people. This will be a swimming pool at the back here, so they are doing a swimming pool behind it. It will be a very nice one. Mr. Selassie is someone I recommend to people. Let me show you something before we talk about Mr. Selassie. And then here they are building the similar thing on this lot. So a similar 3-bedroom house will be built on this lot. If you are interested, please give me a call and you can do the purchase before it's too late, because I'm telling you, for Mr. Selassie's property, they don't keep long on the market. They move very quickly. As soon as he starts, they move very quickly, because people who have worked with him, people who have seen his works, they understand that he does fantastic works. So this is one of the bedrooms. This is where the workers will stay. One of the reasons you need a qualified contractor to do your work is that sometimes some people give the works to their brothers, some give the works to their family members in the hope that they can save cost, because when the contractor is doing your work, there's an extra cost that the contractor's fee is added to the works. And you see the Rolls-Royce lighting at the top there. These lights are very expensive, and it takes a lot of skill to do them. And when you see the ceiling works, really nice ceiling works, very simple but very elegant. When it's done, I bet you it will look very nice. When people want to construct their house, because they want to cut corners, they tend to employ their relatives. You know, let my brother go and do the construction for me. But you realize that your brother is not a contractor. Your dad, your father, or your relative, whichever one it is not a contractor. But yet you will trust him or her to do the construction for you. And when the construction is messed up, they start complaining that Ghanaians are not truthful and Ghanaians are that and this. But you do not give the work to a qualified person, and you want to cut corners, give it to a relative for whatever reason, and your work is not done properly and you are complaining. Give your work to qualified personnel and let them do the work for you. Do a fantastic work. And what I realized with Mr. Selassie is that for him, because he's always looking out to do really high quality work, when some people contact him, when they start talking about price, then they start dragging their feet. When you want to cut corners, when you want to go cheap, don't be surprised when you get cheap stuff. So this will be the master bedroom, and this whole area will be glass. It will be a fixed glass from the top here to the down. This whole area will be fixed glass, and you have your lighting strip on that wall. It will look really nice. I'm telling you, it will look fantastic. This whole area is your master bedroom. I think the glass will start from here. This whole thing will be a glass all the way to the top there. It will look really nice. And when people give the work to their brothers, their sisters, and uncles and things, and they mess it up, they will now call you that, Mr. Addison, please, can you get a contractor to do the correction? It is more expensive to do correction on your house, knowing that the thing have been messed up. So when the contractor comes to the house, this will be the walk-in closet for the master bedroom, with the Rolls-Royce lighting here too. And this will be the master bath, to be a huge one, very nice one when it's completed. So when they call you that Mr. Addison, please, can you get someone to do the correction? You get there and realize that it even costs more to do the correction than it is to even build the house itself. So always try and get a qualified developer or a qualified contractor to do your works. It always pays. So don't cheapen up. Make sure you get a qualified contractor to do the work for you. And if you are interested, please call Mr. Salasi. The number is on the screen already. He will do a fantastic job for you. Very professional guy. I really like how he does his work. So if you are interested, please call Mr. Salasi right now and let him do a fantastic job for you. Thank you very much and have a nice day.